This is All India Radio. The news read by Meera Gandhi Gulati. The centre is all set to bring a new legislation on the right to privacy, which is under active consideration of an expert group headed by Justice A.P. Shah. Addressing the 7th Annual Convention of Information Commissioners in New Delhi this morning, the Prime Minister said that the citizens' right to know should definitely be circumscribed if disclosure of information encroaches upon someone's personal privacy, saying that there has been some confusion about the implications of the recent Supreme Court order regarding the composition of the Central and State Information Commissions. The Prime Minister informed that the government has decided to go in review before the Supreme Court in this matter. The Prime Minister reminded that the RTI Act is one of the many steps that the government has taken for strengthening the institutional architecture, for curbing corruption, enhancing transparency and accountability in administration. The Rangarajan Committee has recommended deregulation of the sugar sector by giving freedom to mills to sell sugar in the open market. It also suggested revising the existing arrangement for providing better, fair and remunerative price to sugarcane farmers at the time of cane purchase and payment of cane arrears accumulated over the years. The panel, headed by C. Rangarajan in its report released in New Delhi today, recommended that farmers would be entitled to a 70% share in the value of sugar and sugarcane byproducts, while the sugar mills would be entitled for 30%. The panel has suggested the scrapping of State Advised Price (SAP) for sugarcane. Mr. C. Rangarajan also said the existing subsidies will continue and the 30,000 crore rupees of sugar subsidy will be given to the state governments. The report was submitted to the Prime Minister today. High prices of sugar, edible oils, vegetables and pulses kept retail inflation near double digit at 9.73% in September, marginally down from the previous month. According to the Consumer Price Index CPI data released today, in August it was 10.03%. The highest rise in prices last month was in sugar, up 19.4% year-on-year basis. The Consumer Price Index for edible oils during September increased by 18.54%, pulses by 16.2%, vegetable prices also grew by 14.3%, while meat and fish and egg rates rose by 12.06%. The Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council Chairman C. Rangarajan said the IIP figures indicate that there is some turnaround in the industrial output. Speaking to reporters in New Delhi, Mr. Rangarajan said the manufacturing sector is expected to pull up at a higher rate to achieve 3 to 4% growth soon. Civil Aviation Minister Ajit Singh has asked the Airports Authority of India, AAI, not to propose levy of airport development fee on the passengers at the Chennai and Kolkata airports. According to an official release, Minister's directive came following the proposal of levying airport development fee on these airports by the AAI. Haryana Chief Minister Mr. Bhupinder Singh Hooda today announced a series of measures to effectively check crime against women, especially incidents of rape, and ensure speedy trial of criminals. Chief Minister reviewed the steps being taken to check crime against women and announced to set up a statewide single-number helpline for women. The European Union has been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for 2012. The award has been given to the European Union for 6 decades of work in advancing peace in Europe. The Norwegian Nobel Committee said the Union has helped to transform Europe from a continent of war to a continent of peace. The award comes as the European Union faces the biggest financial crisis of its 54-year history. Shrugging off the higher-than-expected industrial output data, the Indian markets ended in the red today. The benchmark index at the Bombay Stock Exchange closed at 18,675, down by 130 points. The National Stock Exchange Nifty ended at 5,676, losing 32 points. And that is the end of this news bulletin.